Angry guy here, and black women are covered in tears and blaming white men for black men not wanting them. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million. Like the video and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. Black women are covered in tears and blaming white men for black men not wanting them. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
So I wanted to give my take on the passport boys, aka these men that are leaving the country to find their wives or to find women that they feel like are more traditional than American women.
Go for no. Slightest thing I make the daddies run up. Fuck him, go on with the no, man, I better listen. Me not send the enemy go prison. I'm a love for them, feel if I give him. If I pussy this, my shot, it, I drip, me love to get the murder people at the top, it take a step in my office, and I if you got it, that's so when.
I mean, guys, as you can see, this man went overseas. He went to Jamaica. He found himself a queen in Jamaica, and and that's how it is. But it doesn't end there. So this woman actually broke down into tears, and she's hollering now that white guys are to blame for her predicament, even though she went and messed with these men, calling them passport boys. In reality, when they're passport kings. So let's jump into this video.
I'm at the airport in Atlanta, and I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. In addition to just feeling disrespected and unappreciated by men in my own life, it's another thing when you wake up to comments on the internet by other black men who just hate black women. Like, I don't know. I feel like everything black women do is a problem. I don't feel I don't feel safe, protected, loved around my own men of my race, and it hurts. Because black women go so hard for y'all. We go so hard for black men, and they just never do the same for us. And I'm tired. Some of the comments I read were so hateful, just and racist. Like, the white man doesn't even have to do the job for you because black men do the job of white supremacy for them. I've never been called ugly, unattractive, ghetto, and just all the negative things that people say about black women by anyone other than black men. And you know what? I'm sick and tired of y'all bullying us. I'm sick and tired of us being quiet. And y'all just wonder why we are quote unquote angry. We're not angry, we're fucking tired.
You know what's interesting, guys? What's more interesting to me is the fact that you heard her what she said. She said that black men are doing the job of Caucasian supremacy for them, and it's like absolutely ridiculous. This woman is absolutely ridiculous. But she literally started it. She went and gave her opinion upon the passport kings, calling them passport boys and disrespecting them. And then when these men basically let her know what was up, when they were like, yo, Keisha, keep our name out your mouth. This woman is literally here saying that black women go so hard for y'all. They go so hard for y'all. And you don't even care about us. And all you do is disrespect us. Guys, I told y'all these women can't change. All they have is the ability to play the victim. And the crazy thing about this is that if all you do is play a victim, you will always be a victim. These women have monetized victimization. They've developed a victim complex. They see being victim as a good thing. Women who survive truly difficult and hard things, they typically don't call themselves victims, they call themselves survivors. A lot of women who have actually dealt with physical issues, unwanted physical issues, from men, they basically don't call themselves victims. They say that I am not a victim of this individual. I am a survivor. I survived. I will never, ever be his victim. And yet, on the other hand, look at what's happened with the M2 movement, where these women take pride in victimization and monetize it and profit from it. I mean, what do you think about that? As men, we have to wake up and realize that this is the end. And if this woman thought that this was anything, then it's going to be rough, because these Filipinas, these Japanese women, Japanese are polite, but the Japanese are not kind. And it's painful. It is absolutely painful. These people don't understand who they are messing with. They are messing with some of the I don't know. I just don't understand these black women. I don't know what's going on. It's not just black women. It's also it's also, white women are also doing it. But but it's a lot of it's coming from these black women. And it's like they don't understand that they're messing with fire. They're really messing with fire. Like, there's already a perception in some countries of very negative perception of black women. And what they're doing is they're only making it worse. They are creating enemies in countries that they don't even visit on a regular basis. For example, like, I mean, if they keep this up, there's going to be an extremely negative perception of black women in Japan. While the men are having fun over there and having a blast and good vibes, the black women, the moment they get off the plane, there's going to be a perception like, oh, it's Keisha. It's Keisha. Oh, Keisha is here. Oh, Karen is here. Keisha and Karen. Okay, okay, ladies, we have something special for y'all. And the Japanese will disrespect you in the most polite way that you could ever imagine. One thing that the Migglypuff community used to say, and they would warn when it came to Asian women, is be careful, because they are taught to smile. And an Asian one will smile in your face while she's getting ready to fix you up. These black women don't understand any of that because they don't care. They think that the they were created by God to be worshipped. This is the reason why they say things like every black woman should know that she's a queen, and the time that she spent on here on earth, she should know that she was loved and and put on a pedestal. It's crazy. Like, how can you be a queen if you don't have a king? And how can you expect to have a king if you're always tearing this man down? Like, they don't actually care about black men. They love Tyrone, they love Ray Ray, they love Pookie, they love Enrique, they love Miguel, they love Quan, they love little Pancho, for little Pancho eating his tacos, drinking his tequila, kicking his feet. That's who they love. Fat little belly. His fat little belly. They love Pancho. They love Pancho. Okay? Enrique coming in through the fire escape. Guys, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And you have these women here crying their eyes out like they are victims, and these black men are doing the jobs of men of people who don't like them. Like, guys, these are the people who've created a lot of division between races. They're the reason why there are so many disparities between men in society, like men who feel like, oh, this guy doesn't like me because of the color of my skin. No, what's happened here is the women are the ones who create this. They're the ones who continue to drive it. That's why you have to step outside of Western society and walk away. Forget about Western society. Walk away from it. Make your money here, but don't stay here. Have a place overseas. And do not waste your money trying to live well over here. Like, you can live well, but don't try to live like fancy. Cut things down to basic. For a man, simplicity is luxury. Simplicity is luxury for a man. And that's something that you have to remember, because most men don't need a lot to survive, and most men don't like a lot of clutter. Okay, that's something that a lot of women get mixed up with, like hoarding. A lot of women are hoarders, 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 hoarders. They cannot stop hoarding, and it eventually catches up to them. But you know what? They brought this onto themselves. They created this reality for themselves. They created this lifestyle for themselves, and they're going to have to deal with that. But when it comes to men like being able to just pick up, take off, and walk away. Only around 30% of men have reproduced throughout history, outside of this modern day era. And it created the perception that, you're entitled to reproduction. You're entitled to have a relationship. And that doesn't mean anything. All right. That's an absolute joke. No one's entitled to anything. But women who are quick to say that, men are not entitled to physical intimacy with a woman, a date, or even a smile, are then quick to jump down the throats of men when they say, okay, well, we're going to walk away and go overseas and find women who appreciate us and celebrate us. And they're like, no, how dare you? You don't get to go. All right. You don't get to go anywhere. And it's like, well, do you own me? Do you control me? Because I don't even know you. And you said you didn't want people that look like me. Listen to me. You need to get your money up. And if you give us what we want, then you can get one of us. If you're going to get that $1 million, you can go get one of us. You just don't want to be a man of value. You don't want to get your money up. And you're talking to men who have bread in the bank. A lot of these passport kings have bread in the bank. Like, if you're a passport king, how are you going overseas and surviving overseas? These are the men with the real survival value. These are the men with the bread. But these women don't realize it. These men can go to any country. This is what they're doing. These are nomads. These men have become modern day nomads, and they are traveling the world, and they're laying a new foundation. And women in Western society don't even realize it, because Tyrone can't leave the country. With his record, Tyrone doesn't want to leave. Tyrone can't do anything. He can't survive anywhere. He has no practical skills. He has no education. He has no skills, and this guy can't even change a tire, let alone barely wipe his own butt. Okay, guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Black women are covered in tears and blaming white men for black men not wanting them. I want to know your thoughts in the comments, so let's talk about them there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.